What up? What up? Top of the top. What's good? Good morning to the people. What's up, y'all? What up, ABG? What's good, bro? Brooklyn in the building. The Chicks 1000. What's up? Good morning, Miss Jackie. Good morning, everybody. What up? Back on a Monday, aka Money Day, man. It's starting out dragging. I've been up early. I've been up since 5:30, man, trying to put things together, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's drying up out here, y'all. It's drying up. It's not too much really going on. Good morning, Miss Danielle Walker. Good morning. Alan from the UK. What up? What up? Top of the top. Check this out. What's up? Yeah, it's drying up out here, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. What's good morning, Natasha Jordan? It's drying up. So some time to put together a decent show. It take a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? Got to do a little homework. But like I said, y'all know what's really going on now. It's real news, and you got fake news, and that's it. The fake news is drying up. Anyway, man, we're gonna vibe today. Y'all already know how I do. Welcome to the show. Everybody catching this live right now, and everybody catching the replay. Yeah, I know I ain't come on that 7:30, but hey, and I told you don't never pay attention to what that timer say, because the time will be off sometime on purpose. But all I'm gonna tell you is, man, make sure you got that all notification bell on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stay in tune. Look for that red dot or that blue dot. Other than that, man, we're gonna get into it. It's a couple things we're gonna talk about today. Nothing of really extreme importance, but I am going to touch on some things. But I'm going to touch on this Rolling Loud event that happened over the weekend, and Mr. Kid Cudi was hit with bottles and he walked off stage. And Kid Cudi and Kanye West had beef, but I'm starting to think the beef they got is like some type of lovers quarrel or something like that. It's real suspect behavior what's going on. But not only that, other people was at this Rolling Loud event. People like Travis Scott. It was his first appearance since those children died at his concert. Also, you have people like Future, Gucci, man. A lot of rappers is there because I told y'all most of them on tour right now. They just trying to get all the money they can get while it's good. But like I said, a lot of this shit is drying up. And that's really, I'm also going to talk about this Hyundai situation where Hyundai has been accused, the car people Hyundai been accused of violating child labor laws. It's been reported that they have been using children to do some of the work. And I'm also going to touch on that because a lot of people don't understand America was also built off child labor. That's why they had to put certain laws in effect. And I'm going to give a little history briefing on child labor laws, which also was coinciding with the slave laws and things like that. Also, other than that, man, there's nothing else really going on. Another thing I got to speak on, though, that is important. I don't know if y'all saw it, but a particular woman went viral on TikTok for creating her own pink sauce. And little did she know that the three-letter people was going to knock on her door. The FDA pulled up, but the FDA, they homeboys with the FBI, they all the same people. The Food and Drug Administration pulled up at this woman's house because she was hustling a particular pink sauce. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into a few other things y'all already know, like the woman who shot her husband after allegations he was a Chester. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Salute to the people. Good to see y'all pulling up. What's up, Annette? What up, Wax Dog? What up? What up? Y'all already know. Good morning, Sassy. We here. We back at it again, y'all. Like I said, this shit is dry. YouTube is drying the fuck up. Y'all already know that. They playing with people numbers. They stretching everything out, man. But hey, what else is new? Ain't nothing else new, y'all. So other than that, man, ASAP Auto, what up? Top of the top, man. We're gonna get into the show. You already know what time it is. For No Fame Live, episode 227. Don't forget, every episode is time stamped. So whenever you pull up or you pull up late, you can just pull up to the part you want to hear. It's all time stamped, all right? So without further ado, let's get into the shits. All right. Another weird weekend, another weekend of really nothing. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, chilling, relaxing, getting rested up. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, ain't too much going on. Like I told y'all, man, it's really about the fall and the winter that's coming. There's something about shit, but a big distraction, a big heat wave, and it is a heat wave right now. A lot of people out here passing out. Anyway, man, let's talk about it. All right. Now, over the weekend, there was a Rolling Loud event. For people that know about Rolling Loud, the concert that goes around every year. A lot of time you should already know it's going to be some type of big jumping. There's going to always be some type of wild shit that happen at these events. These are basically fucking nigger festivals. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop rap festivals, and shit always go left. So we're going to talk about that real quick. Let's get into it, man. Now, over the weekend, um, KiD Cudi stormed off stage. For those who don't know about KiD Cudi, I'm gonna be real. I don't even really know a lot of KiD Cudi songs. I know about him. I know he did with productions. I know he helped Kanye West. Me personally, being a fan of KiD Cudi, never. I couldn't tell you 3 songs by this man. So that's me. I never cared about this dude. So anyway, he's a weirdo to me. Anyway, let me get into it, right? Because he stormed off stage over the weekend. Now, originally, Kanye West was supposed to headline the whole Rolling Loud event, but he backed out of it. For some reason, he canceled. Maybe it was because of KiD Cudi. You also got to remember KiD Cudi and Kanye West was beefing recently because they used to be close friends. And y'all know that Kanye West broke up with Kim Kardashian. Long story short, her boyfriend Pete Davidson recently, KiD Cudi let it be known that he cool with Pete Davidson. You know what I'm saying? He cool with the boy. And, you know, it's been said that basically Kanye West, he ain't feeling that shit because these people be around his kids and shit like that. So anyway, man, being that Pete and Kanye had the beef, KiD Cudi, he chose to be on the side of Pete Davidson, and he disrespected Kanye West, called him a dinosaur, say he's no longer relevant. So at this Rolling Loud event, some strange things happened, as well as Kanye West happened to pop out on stage after KiD Cudi got bottles thrown at him. And it's been alleged that Kanye West had a lot of his peoples in the front of the crowd wilding out on KiD Cudi. That's what's being said. It's all alleged. But anyway, KiD Cudi was hit with bottles and other objects. They say he was hit in the face. After he also threatened to leave, he said that he stopped the show and said he will leave if he get hit with one more bottle, one more thing. And he was basically saying that the people throwing the bottles are going to ruin the whole event for everybody else in the crowd. But little did he know that people, they don't care. People out here, they do what they want to do, and they kept throwing bottles at him. And when he got hit with that last bottle, he walked off, as you see right here. He walked off the stage. He basically had a temper tantrum and he left because he got bottles thrown at him. So he had no performance. He thought he was going to kill the show and get clout off Kanye, but it didn't go that way. Now, this is allegedly what happened after the bottles got thrown. He walked off the stage. Then they say after that, Kanye West came out with Lil Durk on stage and they collaborated. Also, Kanye West collaborated with Cardi B. Cardi B also was there. And they say Kanye West performed the song Father Stretch My Hands, which is featured with KiD Cudi, but KiD Cudi is not on the track. I don't know if he took them off or whatever, but to give a subliminal message that Kanye was the one that got his show shut down, he made sure he performed the song featuring KiD Cudi as a slap in the face. So this is what went on at the Rolling Loud event. Also, Future pulled up with Travis Scott. Now, what people don't understand, this is the Travis Scott have not done a big show at this level since the Astro World event where 10 people died, and people as young as 14 years old have died. I heard 10. My point is, why is Travis Scott still jumping on stages, and why is he so comfortable still moving around? Why he's not laying low? Why is this nigga still on stage? It is people dead right now because of his show, and he's still going around because you know why? Don't nobody care. Nobody cares about rappers and who dies at their show. But Future and them also popped out and they did their little show. So that's why, in my opinion, Travis Scott, that shit happened at his show. We can say allegedly that was a sacrifice, because we know when you with the Kardashians, you got to give something up, and that's just how it go. And those people that lost their life, a lot of people are still fighting to get the lawsuits, whatever. but Travis Scott is still performing while a lot of children have died at his concert. So fuck Travis Scott. That's what I say about him. You know what I'm saying? I have no love for that nigga. I don't care about none of these niggas, period. But anyway, this is what happened. Also, they said during the event, Gucci Man performed, and right when he brought out the Migos and they was about to do their song together, the music cut off, which cut the set. And Quavo got mad and threw the mic into the crowd. Yes, Quavo, the one that's called Honcho. The only one I know is Honcho is Quavo. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Quavo, Honcho threw the mic into the crowd. And allegedly, it seems like also the Migos are being blackballed, and they are on the same label, Quality Control, with Lil Baby, and it has already been an internal beef with Migos and their label because they felt like they wasn't getting enough shine, enough promotion, and the label was putting everything behind Lil Baby. But Quavo, he got mad and threw the mic in the stage, into the crowd rather, and it started, they was pissed because Migos didn't get to perform. But this is what goes on. And at the end of the day, you got to remember, the tickets to Rolling Loud start at $200, but really they based like $500. So when you look at all these people at these shows, man, just know all of them pay between the $200 to $500 to be there. So you see how they collect a lot of money at these concerts. That's how they break the bag up, because the entertainment world is slowed up. So they don't get as many bookings and do a lot of shows like they used to. So they do these shows to get the big package deal. You know what I'm saying? They get the big deal and they break the bread up, the money up amongst all of the rappers and entertainers that perform. They get it in one big swoop. But at these events, 9 times out of 10, it's always going to go left. That's just what it is. So this particular event, happened in Miami as well. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's going on, man. The distractions are in full effect. And at the end of the day, these entertainers are trying to get all the money they can get before a lot of this crisis really hit the fan. They trying to make their situation straight. Also, this nigga Future came out, and basically he didn't just come out, but it's being said that he's trying to get Ciara back. He making songs for Ciara, all of that shit. And for those who don't know, Ciara about to have her third child with Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like allegedly Future trying to break up their household. But anyway, man, he also might be realizing that he fucked up when he started messing with Ciara, because no matter how many thoughts he smashed, he know he ain't gonna have no Ciara again. And that's what's going on. Him and Russell Wilson and Ciara are very happy, but Future have been making songs about their son and giving references to Ciara. So that's what's going on. Other than that, y'all, that shit ain't really about nothing, but that's what happened, man. That's what's going on, man. The Rolling Loud event, man. So-called the biggest effect on the weekend, or the biggest show, should I say, and Rolling Loud will be in New York City next month, September. You know what I'm saying? So just pay attention, because it's going to stay fuck shit happening. You dig? Good morning to the people, though. What up, Kenya Range? What up? What up, all artists mental? What's up? We here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it going, because like I said, man, it ain't nothing going on, y'all, but I got to pull up, man, because either this or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Period. So anyway, man, let's go back to the source. Now, Rolling Loud also gave a statement, because Kid Cudi stormed off like a little broad. I couldn't play. I couldn't play the video because it got music. I don't really play the video games, but this is what they said. Rolling Loud is a family. Our fans, the artists, and everyone involved need to look out for each other. The tweet read, "Share the love and be respectful to everyone. We love you, Cudi." But this was posted after he got ran off the stage and a whole lot of shit thrown at him and hitting the head with a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about the money. And you got to remember something else with these shows. Remember, it's not just about the rappers. It's also about the secret faces that you don't know behind the scenes that throw these events. Like even the man that put up the lighting and the stage and, the promoters, and everybody gets paid off these events. That's really what it's all about. People getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Taking people money for really nothing. And the whole time it's a crisis coming, and I bet you none of them told people to get ready for what's to come. But we neither here nor there, man. That's what it's about. Take money. Anyway, man, let's keep it pushing, y'all. Shout out to my boy John Shaft sending me this right here. And this is something I wanted to report on with this child labor. Now, remember yesterday when I reported on how Lil Baby was collaborating with some particular entrepreneur that they didn't say, who owns many different car washes, restaurants, and they specifically said they want people 21 and under to DM them to get a job. But you're going to understand something that's going on in America right now. And a lot of people, you might be pissed off with what I got to say, but I'm going to keep it real. See, what's going on these last days right now? Children are vulnerable, for one. And a lot of people are pimping kids. I'm going to be real. A lot of people are exploiting children and pimping children. Remember, back in the day was the time where you got your first job and you started making money. You was able to keep your money, buy your clothes, do some nice things with your money. But now a lot of kids have to work to help sustain the household. Got to keep it real. Being that a lot of parents are fucked up and doing bad right now, especially a lot of them that wasn't really on their grind, never really was on their grind. Now that their children are getting older, a lot of these children are getting jobs and their parents are taking their money. And a lot of these parents are making kids help pay bills now. So now when kids are 15, 16, 17, even 18, even 19, they don't get a chance to really enjoy their money or stack none of their money because a lot of their money are going to their parents and their parents are taking their money. This is what's going on. And no disrespect, but I got to keep it real on this channel. Y'all know that's what I do. So even a lot of women that's been claiming independent women and things like that, what's going on is a lot of independent women that don't have a man are actually taking the money from their children now. This was going on. So a lot of these children that are working now in America in these stores that you see, these teenagers, understand that a lot of them, not all of them, maybe a small portion, a lot of these children are getting their money taken from their parents. And they're not getting to enjoy their money like we used to when we were younger. This is what's making a lot of these kids grow up fast. But also this factory right here in Alabama, this is in Alabama. I saw this before when I was driving down there a long time ago. I saw this factory, right? And that's when I didn't know at this time that Hyundai and these foreign cars, some of them are made right here in America. Mercedes, a lot of them foreign cars are made right here. But one thing specifically, Hyundai and Kia. No disrespect to nobody. I know you probably paid a lot of money for your car. No disrespect. But originally, when Hyundais and Kias came out, they were the cheapest cars on the fucking market. They were cheap ass cars. My point is, you'll notice you don't see no old Hyundais and Kias really still running. Like they run a certain amount of years, then you don't see them no more. You don't see a 2002 Hyundai like that, a 2004 Kia, but you still see a 1998 Honda. You still see a 1997 Toyota. You still see a 94 Lexus. My point is, certain cars that were not made to last long, and they were just made to sell fast and have a quick turnover. That's why you see a lot of these cars breaking down. But my point is, right now, as we speak, Hyundai and Kia have a recall because a lot of engines are going out. New cars from 16, 2015, 2017, the engines are just going out because a lot of these cars are cheap. You know, the same thing with any cheap product you buy, you know, it might work for a while, but after a while, the shit go out, you know, from TVs and all of that. So you got to remember, in America, you get what you pay for, and it is all about brands. But the point is I'm making is two different things, right? These child labor laws are real. Why you think child labor laws had to be put in effect? So I'm going to go into a little bit of history on how America was built. And even since when they told you the story about how they came into Jamestown and Plymouth Rock and all these places, what a lot of people don't understand, it was a lot of children that also were on these ships that came here to establish these colonies. After the colonies were built, America was built off a large percentage of child labor, which now will be considered pimping your child, but really back then it was worse. And it also ties in the back in the days how you always heard about a lot of orphans. So it was a lot of orphan children in America, and these children were used to work in factories, railroads, and do a whole lot of other acts. This is the hidden secret of America. So don't get it fucked up. You know how they tell you about how they'll tell you how the Asians came over here at one time and they helped build the railroads, and they'll tell you that other people did this and that. But what they don't tell you, one of the biggest secrets in America, is that a lot of children were taken advantage of back in the day. They were orphans. A lot of them were taken from their parents, and a lot of them were runaways, and they got put to work. So I want to show y'all a little bit of history on what took place in America. Now check it out. These were children that were forced to work back in the day. You see how dirty they look? This was some of the history I gotta understand. So when you're taught that you're just poor, dirty, and you're from the hood and all this shit, you gotta understand America was based on other people being fucking poor. And you also gotta remember during the times where they were poor like this, some of our people actually were rich, had land, and was doing good in life. But this is when they was dealing with child exploitation. This is when it was legal in America. And use common sense. If these children were forced to work under harsh conditions, you got to already understand that common sense will tell you a lot of these children were being taken advantage of sexually as well. This is some of America's dark secrets. A lot of this took place after so-called slavery and before and during. But you got to understand, after slavery, a lot of child labor really picked up because they didn't have a lot of so-called blacks to work. So they started pimping children. And these are children that were really orphans, snatched from their parents, which also applies to right now, how a lot of people are going to get their kids snatched because due to CPS and other programs, whatever it's called, once they take your children, there's no telling where your children are going to end up. So this is a dark secret of America that been happening. Child labor laws, aka child slavery. All right. You see the children working in the warehouses? Yeah, the warehouses in the north. When you heard about the plantations in the south, the warehouse in the north, well, this is what was going on. Children were getting pimped. And you got to understand, this is child exploitation, child pimping. Nowadays, this will be called child slavery. And if you think these kids wasn't getting touched on back then, you're sadly mistaken and you're fucking blind. All of this shit was going on in America, y'all. This is the deep secrets of America. All these children, most of them are all orphans. They were being snatched up. And poor families, they couldn't afford to sustain. You heard about the Great Depression, all this fuck shit that was going on in America, poverty. It was a very poor time in America. And these are some of the times they saying that's coming back. That's why when I see this right here, I know what it means. So that's why I wanted to bring it up to date. I wanted to speak on this because this is trending right now. This is going on right now. But I wanted to show y'all the history that none of this shit is new. Everything goes in cycles. This is why it's important with this human trafficking, child safety, and all of that, because a lot of children are getting forced into child labor and other things. Sex acts. Now child labor is sex acts, things like that. But I want to give y'all the proof on how America was built. You see how dirty these kids was? Dirty kids. Now you understand what Little Rascals was about. Orphan Annie, all that old shit they was promoting, all that was dealing with the child exploitation that was going on in America, where kids were getting pimped to work, hard labor. And now what? You don't even send your child to the store. You wouldn't even send your child to do nothing now. Now you got to also understand this this coincides with the mindset back then. Remember when they were saying that you were grown at 13. Now you understand why people were selling their children off to older people at the age of 13 and things of that nature. You even know that from the scripture because it was a time when children, 13, things like that, 14, 15, was really considered grown. And it really shows us the mentality that went on in America back then. But guess what? It still goes on now. It's just hidden under different programs and codes. That's why I tell people, don't be trusting these organizations with your kids. And don't be out here lacking and get your kids taken from you, because it's all about the kids. This country was built off slave labor and child labor, aka more slave labor. And it's going on right now because a lot of parents are pimping their kids, taking a check. Not only we know a lot of people are having kids just to get bigger income. Let's be real. Those are slick forms of child exploitation. If you are bringing children in the world and you're spending all of their money on shit that you want, you're pimping your child. Now, if you're taking the money, doing right by them, that's one thing. But if you're taking the money of the children and you're going shopping, buying what the fuck you want, eating what you want, got your kid looking fucked up, raggedy, and you're spending the money, you're exploiting and pimping your kids. Also, a lot of teenagers who are fresh out of high school, still in high school, getting these jobs, their parents are forcing them to help pay bills and taking their money. So this is why a lot of children are growing up with no childhood and they didn't get a chance to enjoy their life. But I had to go into this history lesson of children been getting exploited in America. This is what some of America's deepest, dirtiest secrets. And it's all public information. So this is why kids don't have no protection. They really never did. Only as a parent, you have to watch out for what you love and who you love, and you watch out for your own. Because the reason why I'm speaking on this is because, like I tell you, man, a lot of people out here playing, they're gonna be getting their kids taken from them. A lot of people that got enemies, people gonna be calling them people on your crib. You might get caught in your crib with some weed, empty refrigerator, house dirty, all type of shit. And this is some of the things that's gonna be happening. And my point is, this is the kicker. When your kids get taken now, it's no telling where they're gonna end up. Because guess what? They also have certain people in these programs that do, because remember, only certain people can adopt. You got to have a certain profile, certain background. But this is the kicker. A lot of these people doing the adoption, some of them are weirdos. A lot of them are weirdos. Yes, they have college degrees. Yes, they have good homes, but some of them are weirdos. And some of them get these children and they get missing with these kids. So that's why I'm telling people, this ain't a time when you want to lose your child. I'm telling you that. So remember, I told you, they're not playing. All this goes with the Planned Parenthood we heard about. This goes with the when they said that now that mothers can file for child support as soon as they conceive. You notice a lot of talk around these children because it's really all about people. All this shit is really about people who can't take care of their kids. It's just to sum it up. It only applies to people who can't take care of their kids. That's it, period. People that can't take care of them and people that don't want to take care of them. All of this is targeted towards basically parents who are not really good parents. I'll say it like that. I know some people are going to get mad, upset, but I'm just going to tell you what the fuck is going on. And this is what it is. If you taking advantage of your kids, you need to stop that shit. Because they cracking down on all that shit. So let me go to this next story, which kind of relates, but this is kind of different. Now, over the weekend, a woman shot her husband at this hotel right here. And if I'm not mistaken, this hotel is in DC. It's definitely in the DMV area. Right? Now, the woman shot her husband in the hotel room because it was alleged that her husband were molesting children at her daycare that she runs. So the particular woman, they didn't show her face or nothing, but she owns a daycare center called Kids Castle. And her husband, allegedly, I guess he worked there, but it was reported that her husband was molesting the children at her daycare. So they were in this hotel, they got into a conflict, and she smoked her husband. He didn't die though, he's not dead, but she shot his ass up in a hotel room. And I'm pretty sure she's smart because she knows if her husband was touching on kids at her daycare, she's going to be held responsible with him and she's going to be in deep water. So probably to save her own ass, she shot his ass. And she probably didn't know. And if she did know, either way, she had to do something to get her name out of that shit in the clear. She shot his ass. And this is another example to show you that you can't trust anybody watching your children. Children are the most vulnerable and unprotected in America right now. Next step is the woman. But this thing with these children is getting very, very real. So mind you, let's look at it. Not only are children dying like dogs, children are being forced to work and getting their money taken. Children are being touched on. Children are being kidnapped. All of this shit going on right now underneath all of this fuckery and all of this cover-ups and all of this bullshit. This was really going on. Children are being fucked up. They're being taken advantage of. Basically, I'm gonna sum it up. They're not having a childhood. Most people that had a childhood, you understand what I'm talking about. These children now growing up with no childhood at all. Summertime, they might only went outside once or twice, maybe. They're in the house under grown-ups 24/7, playing video games on cell phones. It's okay they're doing it now, but I'm gonna break it down to that most of these children, when they grow up, they become grown, they're gonna be weirdos, they're gonna have social disorders because they didn't have a childhood. Perfect example, just always remember Michael Jackson. He never had a childhood. Don't matter how much money he had, he grew up in mansions, had all his family. But when you don't have a childhood, you grow up weird. Also, a lot of serial killers grow up, they didn't have childhoods. A lot of these behaviors are made in America. They are programs of mind games. So when we hear the allegations about a lot of people in America suffer from mental illness, these are facts because a lot of these are programs that started when people were children. These are programs. They understand the trauma, pardon me, the trauma that you go through as a child will always affect you as an adult. So that's why you understand, you'll notice as children, sometimes you face the most trauma. And I'm pretty sure everybody that listening to this episode can remember something from your childhood that still either affects you or sometimes if you think about it, you might get mad, you feel a certain way because that is what trauma does. It follows you the rest of your life. And guess what? Only some of us get over our childhood trauma. Some people never get over it. And that's what makes you an adult with issues. So I wanted to point out that America is always going to have these problems because America always focuses on the kids, traumatizing the kids. That's why all this shit is targeted towards children. That's why when you were a child, you were targeted with different things, sexual behavior, certain music, certain visuals, because you heard the saying, America eats its young. And when the young gets older, it gets kicked to the curve. Why you think it's all about the child star? When the child grows up, no more wanted. When the rapper, they want the child as a youngster so they can pimp the child, exploit the child. When the child gets older, like Britney Spears and the rest of them, they become weirdos like Orlando Brown. This all made in America because it's always about child exploitation and fucking up the mind of the children. So when they get older, now you have millions and billions of adults who have traumatizing issues. These are all programs. But this particular woman smoked her husband because he was touching on children at her daycare. And this happened in DC. So once again, I'm going to remind people, be cautious, be careful on who you let watch your children because some people will let anybody watch their children just so they can go have a little fun real quick. And that is part of the trauma. You can go have fun for a little while, and the trauma your child goes through, it can fuck up their life forever. That's why most of these stories all have the same exact storyline. So now let's move to the next story. TikTok. And I told people that I need to get on TikTok honestly, but I don't trust TikTok because TikTok is not controlled by an American entity. TikTok is controlled by foreign entities, and we was warned a couple years ago not to rock with TikTok for different reasons. And yes, if I'm not mistaken, TikTok is controlled by China, but it's not about that. Once you put this app on your phone called TikTok, you now give permission to these particular people to have all access to your information and database. And they are a foreign entity, which means if you have TikTok on your phone, you could be hacked at any time, any place. It's just a matter of time. But I'm not here to piss on nobody Cheerios. I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you. Now, I seen this particular video a couple days ago with this woman right here trending, going viral because she popping off her pink sauce. She created a pink sauce. And we're going to break this down. And she allegedly is a chef. She created her own pink sauce and been going viral, shipping them out all across America, getting paid. But the thing is, she's selling them for $20 a bottle. It's so-called was a secret sauce, but long story short, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, pulled up at her crib while she was on live. FDA, FBI, CIA, three-letter people, they all the same people. That's why I told y'all, when you run around with these three-letter names, you automatically attract the real three-letter names, which is the three-letter alphabet people. IRS, they all the same people, they all government. FDA pulled up at her crib while she was live promoting her sauce. Just to show you that they watch all social media platforms and you can't just do what you want to do out here. Because it also is a trend, let's keep it real, of a lot of people are selling food out of their home. They're hip to this too. They know a lot of people are taking their food stamps, flipping it, buying food, selling it on the internet. And not only that, A lot of people who are entrepreneurs that have money are selling their own brands, becoming successful on the internet. So this is a sign that I caught of them cracking down on people trying to sell food merchandise from their home. Now, not only that, y'all know, let's lose common sense, y'all. You know goddamn well it is no sauce in the store that costs no fucking $20. But this particular woman was being greedy and she was charging $20 for her pink sauce because people buy what they're attracted to. They buying it because of the fucking color. And she was putting on French fries, burgers, tacos, all type of shit. Anyway, people are attracted to color, but they had no knowledge on what the fuck they buying. Because a lot of people still buy off how shit look. You still chase labels and things like that, but you don't even know the shit you buying is fucking toxic. Long story short, right? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration pulled up at her crib while she was on live. And what happened was it was known that she did not register her company with the FDA. Also, they said on the labels of the bottles it had spelling errors, meaning misspelling shit on the fucking label. Ratchet. And the nutritional info had errors. Basically, she put some shit together. Man, that shit ain't nothing but Nestle Quick Milk mixed with some other shit. That's what it looked like to me. My opinion, that's what the fuck it is. You know why? Because it is alleged that within this sauce, it is water, sunflower seed oil, raw honey, vinegar, lemons, fucking milk. So if this woman put, first of all, you got to know elements. If you got any common sense, you already know milk and vinegar don't mix. You should already know milk and acid don't mix. That's a disaster to fuck your stomach up. And remember, it is milk goes bad. Milk goes stale. Milk is not made to be put in particular things. Milk has to be processed first. So a lot of things you buy at the supermarket with milk in it, it is processed with other chemicals so the milk will not spoil. But this woman was putting milk in these bottles from her crib. So keyword milk, key thing you got to understand is she put milk 9 times out of 10. It looked to me like she used Nestle Quick, the strawberry flavor, to get the pink color. A lot of this shit is common sense because it has dye in it. And it's the dye that give off the colors, and the colors is what you attract to. That's why you buy particular products based on the fucking color. Now you understand why they bring out all those different Mountain Dew color bottles? All that shit is dye. All that shit is toxins in the shit. That's why your skin break out. That's why you get bumps and bruises and boils, all type of shit. It's from the dye. Anyway, she was selling these shits $20 a pop, like she was selling drugs. So guess who pulled up? The Food and Drug Administration, because they control the food and the drugs. Some say food is a drug for some people, and some people say it's drugs in food. So either way, you're going to get pulled up on by the Food and Drug Administration because you're not about to be trapping these products out your house and you ain't giving a cut to the government and you ain't even registered. Therefore, it is a crime. Now, she has to revamp, and I think she has to make it cheaper, but y'all got to use common sense. It is no fucking sauce that costs $20, not even Sweet Baby Ray's. Let's stop playing. But this is nigga behavior where a nigga feel like they can make some money and they want to pimp everything to the last drop and get over. When all she had to do was some shit like, maybe $9, $8. That's still stretching it, but she could have had a deal where you spend 20, you get a certain amount of bottles for a deal. No, she wanted to sell them $20 a bottle, and then she gonna sit in her crib and use TikTok to jug. Remember this, see? Anytime you got a real business, you have to get a website, a real website. You have to make real commercials. Yes, we all use social media for promotion and platforms, but if you are a real business, you have to have a real commercial, real promotion. But you'll see everybody and their mother ran to the internet because they wanted to promote a business. And most of these businesses you see were started from PPP money. Most of them, not all of them. So that's why you see within the past 2 years, everybody sprung up with a business. But salute to the people who are successful with their business. This is not about that. I told you in America, you got to be doing something, but you got to remember, if you're going to run a business, you have to be legit and you straight. But this particular woman, she got caught up in the clout, and that was her excuse. She said that they was moving so fast and things was going so fast, she didn't have time to get everything in order as far as checking in with the FDA. And this is why she had mistakes on the labels of her ingredients. But just keep in mind, she just do some shit together in a bottle. That's all the fuck she did. And got the bottles packed, got the bottles with her logo on it. Anybody can do that, but it ain't the point. The point is this chick was mixing water, sunflower oil, raw honey, vinegar, lemon, milk, citric acid, and a few other things. She basically put together a concoction and put a pretty look on it. That's all she did. So therefore, they knocked on her crib and shut her shit down. While she was live on TikTok, which shows you that the people watch the internet 24/7. So that ain't nothing new. But I just want people to understand what's going on out here. Episode 227. What's up? We're in the building. I told y'all this shit dry out here, but we lit. Yeah, that milk gonna curl up. You can't mix no milk with no fucking acid. Man, you eat that shit, you're gonna be sick. But I gave it to her. Yes, she had a good idea. Yes, it was a good gimmick. She just didn't go about it right. Soon as her shit started taking off, she was supposed to handle that paperwork. So while she was charging $20 a bottle, the first thing she was supposed to do was go get her lawyer and get everything in order. That was the first thing she was supposed to do. But you know how some niggas is. They start making money. They start trying to make more money. And they start trying to make more money and more money. And in between that, niggas start going shopping. Niggas start spitting that bread. Niggas start doing a little bit of bragging and extra shit. And while you doing all that shit, you could have went to the people and got your shit registered and got everything legit, and you would have been jugging. And then you could have had your shit on the shelf in every store in America. For people that don't know, for people that do deal with their own merch, if your merch is at a certain level, you can work a deal with Walmart if they like your shit, and they will put your shit in their stores worldwide. Yes, they will. I'm gonna be real with you. It depends on what you got going on. A lot of these brands people got going on, if your shit is hot, it's certain people that'll pick you up and put you in these stores. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you are into your own business, you keep it pushing. Just go about it legitimate, because you never really know who want to pick up your brand, who wants to do business with you. A lot of these retail places, they need new merchandise on their shelf. So don't become discouraged. Just learn from her mistakes that once you get to a certain level, you don't sit there on TikTok and keep making stupid ass videos. Once you popping on TikTok, you start getting your money together and you start branding your shit correctly, and you start putting out legitimate commercials, because now your shit is branded officially. You ain't got to keep playing on TikTok. But TikTok is dealing with a foreign entity. It is heavily watched also by the people, and they pulled up on her ass. So that's what happened to her. So like I said, other than that, ain't too much going on. I'm going to still stress the show out, though. I'm going to still chop it up with y'all. What's up? Episode 227. What y'all think? And remember, you know, this America, so if you come with a creation, what's going to happen? Somebody going to steal it? Or they're going to try to come for you? And I bet you any amount of money. Let's bet some money right now, y'all. I bet you somebody going to steal her formula. But it's going to be what? A legitimate company going to steal her shit. Like Sweet Baby Ray's, they got Parmesan sauce. They got all type of sauces. Everybody is into the sauce game now. But I bet you any amount of money, one of these big companies is going to steal her shit. Why? They can steal her shit overnight. They can come out with this shit next week and got all the machinery to promote it, push it, commercial, all that. Steal her shit. Why? Because her shit wasn't legitimized. She all on TikTok with it. Now, there's nothing wrong with that to get it popping, like I said, y'all. These social media platforms are to get popping. They are to get a buzz. But once you start getting to a certain level, you have to legitimize. It's just a fact. Or you might get your shit jacked or whatever. And then you won't be able to have a foot in court. You won't be able to stand on nothing. So that's it. Also, be cautious that people selling you any fucking thing, and you see, and you up here buying shit, and you don't even know what the fuck you getting, and your ass gets sick. That's on you. But anyway, man, I'm not knocking her hustle. I just got to keep it real that she had a good idea, because I seen it last week. But then I seen over the weekend her ass got ran up on by the people. So that's how fast she got fame. That's how fast they ran down on her ass. And I'm pretty sure they're going to steal her information. Somebody going to steal her shit. So watch out for this pink sauce. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to steal her shit. And you also know it's a slick jacking of the pink clothing by Victoria's Secret. So it's really a slick jacking as well. And who's to say Victoria's Secret ain't sending them people at her crib. And maybe they feel like they was the one should have brought this sauce out. Who knows? Either way, it's a dirty game. And in the last days, people trying to do a lot of different things to come up. But hey, man, stay focused and stay on your grind and do what you got to do. Keep getting it, keep hustling, keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Don't get discouraged. Just be smart. You know what I'm saying? Also, I got to speak on over the weekend, something weird happened. Jay-Z had a social justice summit over the weekend, and people like Greg Popovich, the coach from the Spurs, was there. Long story short, I'm not going to stay on this too long, but they also gave an award to some man named Barry Scheck for helping to exonerate wrongfully convicted people. And I just be trying to understand, why is Jay-Z going so hard with people that's been wrongly convicted in the past? When people get wrongly convicted right now, people getting locked up right now, people going to jail right now for a lot of shit they didn't do. Everything is at an all-time high, and for some reason, Jay-Z just keep pushing for niggas that's already locked up that got time a long time ago. I don't understand what's all this old shit about, but something suspect with a lot of this shit. We want to know why Jay-Z ain't speaking up on this economics that's going on in the community, and why he not doing nothing to provide no jobs. Because they don't care about the people that's out here living. They've always concerned with people that are not here no more or incompetent. You ever notice they show more love to people with disabilities? They show more love to people that are in jail. They show more love to people that are dead. And the people that are alive, you don't get no help. The everyday hardworking person that pays their taxes get no help and no love for nothing. But everybody else gets all the help in America. That's how you know this whole shit is backwards. You dig? So my whole question is, why does Jay-Z keep being concerned with all these niggas that's doing time and that's been locked up from the 90s and shit like that? Either way, it's a bunch of BS, and you already know who cares about all that shit. But yeah, I gotta do another recap too. I'm gonna do another recap real quick. I'm gonna chill out with y'all for a few, but like I say, ain't nothing going on. But just rolling loud on rappers on tours, taking money. And you know the show yesterday, for those that didn't see it, you make sure you tune on to this show yesterday that me and Rondell did. We covered a whole lot in this episode right here. And within this episode, this is what's really, really, really going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I talk about current events, but I mainly talk about the real shit that's going on. And these so-called celebrity stories and all that, that should just be a front, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But I get into the real shit. Anyway, so make sure y'all check out that episode and make sure y'all subscribe to Rondell's Unpopular Opinion. Also, in the future, I will be working with other people, you know what I'm saying? And we'll chop it up. Other than that, man, I'm going to go back to the top. Also, when I was talking about that exhibit, where Exhibit got pimped by his wife, or Mr. Pimp My Ride got pimped by his wife, I ain't put the picture up because it ain't worth it. But it's been said that Exhibit wife is still going hard. But what happened is Exhibit, his wife, been pillow talking with his brother, and his brother snitched on him. And Exhibit brother snitched and said that he really got money, and Exhibit is sitting on the bread. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting on the money. He got money stashed in vaults, and he hiding the money from his wife. But it was just funny to me with that story, how Exhibit own brother is pillow talking with his ex-wife, and they plotting on taking this nigga money. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. But anyway, back to the top of the drawing board, man. With this Rolling Loud event, for those that just pulled up, Kid Cudi got hit with bottles. You know what I'm saying? He got hit with bottles and kicked off stage because he was disrespecting Kanye West. Now I'm going to ask the question, and we don't care, but I'm going to just ask the question because there's a lot of Kid Cudi, Kanye West fans. There's a lot of y'all that did grow up off of these guys when you were younger. They made their self-heavily presence in 2009, 2010, 11. I know about the history. I know about these particular dudes, but this is when they started the whole movement of metrosexuals, different things of that nature, men dressing in feminine attire, certain weird things going on. I also wanted to point a fact to y'all when I told y'all that baggy clothes is coming back out. Remember I told you that a couple episodes when I told you how Gucci, Louis, Christian, all of these big designer labels are starting to produce baggy clothes. And I wanted you to understand that it's going to be trending in the hood again, baggy clothes. because whatever the top designer fashion industry promotes, the lower brands they jack and copy, and it becomes the latest trend. And remember, your boy was one of the first people to tell you that baggy clothes are coming back. As you see right here, Kid Cudi has on the baggy attire. Just wanted to show y'all that baggy shit is coming back out, just to let y'all know. But anyway, now with this whole Kanye West, we're gonna get to some clarity. With this Kanye West Kid Cudi shit, is it a beef or is this shit a lover's quarrel? Is it a lover's quarrel? Because a lot of these rappers, you think they got beef. No, these niggas be fighting over men, and they be having their own little fuck shit they be fighting over. So is this a fucking lover's quarrel? I didn't even know Kid Cudi was from Cleveland. I don't even know this nigga like that. I always heard his name. Don't get it fucked. I heard his name for years. But what did he really do other than help Kanye West? Or was they in a fucking relationship? Who knows? And remember when Kanye West went on that rant, he said the only person that got that's good, he made sure he said Kid Cudi name on that stage. But are they having a lover's quarrel right now? Because at the event, this is one of their previous events, at the Rolling Loud event, when Kid Cudi was getting bottles thrown at him, they said it was Kanye West fans. And then Kanye West popped out after that. Kanye was supposed to headline. He backed out of it, maybe because Kid Cudi was there. And he made a point to pop out with Lil Durk after he got kicked off stage and started performing. But my point is, remember, Kid Cudi was talking crazy. He was talking real reckless on Kanye West. Basically, when Kanye West was going through it, Kid Cudi made sure he kicked Kanye West when he was going through it with Kim K. And this is when all this fuck shit been going on. As you see, this dude, Pete Davidson, he's another weirdo. These are metrosexual dudes. These are dudes that so-called men, but deal with women behavior, feminine behavior on a high level. Yeah, they had girlfriends. Yeah, they do that. But these are dudes that are considered to be metrosexuals, allegedly. Basically, you know what I mean. These motherfuckers are slick cross-dressers and shit like that. So my point, I'm asking the question, is Kid Cudi and Kanye West really beefing in a fucking lover's quarrel? Because even though Kid Cudi called Kanye West a dinosaur, you also got to remember Kid Cudi got cool with Pete Davidson right here. They cool. They been cool, but they made it a point. He made a point to be super cool with him during the time when Kanye was beefing with Kim. So basically during the beef, instead of Kid Cudi staying out the beef, he made sure he partnered up with Pete Davidson and he started going ham on Kanye West on Twitter, calling him a dinosaur, saying he's washed the fuck up, and basically saying Kanye ain't shit. So at this event, Kanye West had to prove a point that he's still that nigga, and he came out with Lil Durk. This is also the fuck shit be going on. Now we're gonna look at this. Is my only question. I'm gonna get off this topic. Is this really a lover's quarrel? Now, mind you, Kid Cudi is another dude. He went online the other day on Twitter, and he was it was a mother talking about how her son really loves Kid Cudi, and Kid Cudi basically DM'd the mother and tweeted the son. And no, actually, the mother was speaking on how her son was a fan of Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi DM'd the woman and asked for her number and called her and spoke to her son, and she was so happy. But it's weirdos like this you really don't want around your children. And when you let your children watch rappers like this, don't be surprised when they get older and they start dressing weird and acting funny. That's all I'm saying, because that's what they get paid to do. I also reported on Kid Cudi on episodes a whole lot back when that nigga had on that wedding gown and was with that white boy. So niggas like him been sold out. They've been doing extra shit. And I wanted to prove a point to y'all that these rappers are aware that the gay community supports their albums. You have to understand that. Whether you know about them, whether I know about them, whether we like them or not, it don't matter, because these are people that play and feed off of the gay community. He knows who his fan base is. As you see, the suspect picture of him wanting certain things in his mouth. And I'm gonna shift from that real quick. So I'm asking again, is this really a lover's quarrel? What did Kid Cudi really fucking do? You name me 3-5 songs of his hits. Or is he just getting clout because he's basically one of Kanye West's ex-lovers? Who knows? This shit act like a lover's quarrel. These niggas still beefing. See? Whenever you see him, he's in a suspect gesture on purpose. He does all this shit strategically because he know his fan base. So I just wanted to prove that point that a lot of these dudes, these rappers, these women act like they like them now. A lot of them, these niggas know they got a gay community fan base, and they know when they drop, they're gonna sell out shows regardless. Somebody gonna still stream them because you gotta remember, the LGBT community, they like music too. And even with that new Beyonce song, it sounds like one of them songs that could be played at one of them events because she knows her market as well. Even these women, they know they play the slick feminist role, or a lot of that independent woman, a lot of that fuck a man shit. Some of it is really slick talk because they also know that is the feminist talk. So a lot of them women, they do make songs for the studs and particular women that are into the lifestyle of other women. My point is this: they know their fan base. So whether they're gay or not, they know the fans that spend a lot of money, and this who they market to. So I'm gonna ask the question: was this a fucking lovers quarrel? As you see right here, nigga got perm hair. These niggas are suspect, all of them. See that? See Kanye with the fucking contacts and all that shit. These are weird little boys that were raised by their mama at certain ages. And now they're older in position. These niggas are still weird, like I said. So these are metrosexuals, allegedly. These are not men that are considered to be masculine and dominant. Because even like a bitch, he walked off the stage with a bottle. So he got mad, threw a tantrum, and walked off. Took my, y'all throw one more bottle, I'm leaving. Man, they didn't give a fuck about Kid Cudi. Them niggas kept on bottles. That nigga left. Know what I'm saying? So I'm just showing y'all a point that these are some of the people that your children looked up to. And while they was all in the Kanye West and Kid Cudi, at the same time, they was watching Tyler Perry movies. And they was watching Joanna Man. And watching the Martin movies. You're going to see around the same time, a whole lot of movies came out with cross-dressing. Big Mama's House. Remember all the movies that was coming out back to back? White chicks. That was the whole pushing the agenda of this lifestyle you see right now. All you got to do is go back 10 years ago, and you'll see everything you see when those kids were 9 and 8 and 7 and 10. Those are the kids now that are older now. 18, 20, 21, you get it? So that this lifestyle would now be embraced. And these are the people that go to these concerts. The kids that were raised off of this behavior are the ones that still support these people. You dig? That's why they always made a point. Just like you'll see, remember, it was a time when Kanye West always made a point to wear a pink polo shirt. And they was talking in signs and symbols the whole time, man. Not to say there's nothing wrong with somebody wearing pink, but you got to understand what that shit means to certain people. It means different things. Don't get it messed up. Pink does not mean gay, but they hijack that color. You know what I'm saying? Pink deals with being a player, a pimp. Pink also deals with when you're dealing with tropical, exotic. You know what I'm saying? You in Miami, you know, you in Hawaii, you know, Cali. It's certain places you can wear pink. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain times or certain ways. It's really how you wear the pink. I'll say that. It's really how you wear it and where you wear it at. But to people that know and deal with these type of lifestyles and shit, that pink be sending other messages. That's all I'm saying. Not just pink, a lot of colors. Because everything in America is based on color too. A lot of shit is color coded. That's a whole nother shit. Color magic and all that shit. That's a whole nother topic. But these celebrities, they know what the fuck they be doing when they play with all these colors. That's what I want to make a point. Is this a fucking lovers quarrel or is it a beef? To me, I'm going to say it's a fucking lovers quarrel, allegedly. Right? These are two niggas that fell out and they don't want to let the shit go. Because really, we don't even know what the fuck they got beef over. Lovers quarrel, man. Bullshit. That's it. We done. So my point is, don't let your kids follow none of these fucking clowns. They all fucking clowns. And these are the niggas that ushered in that metrosexual behavior. These are the niggas, really, I might as well say they make music for the whole rainbow gang. Fuck it. Kanye West don't really know more, but he represented the little boy that's a crybaby growing up that don't really know his masculinity yet. See, he attracted a lot of boys like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. That's what all that was about with that whole 50 verse Kanye. It was really the masculine man against the lesser masculine man, as some would call alpha male versus beta male, right? But I already broke down alpha male, beta male is a whole nother slang. Alpha male represents the top masculine man. The beta male represents the man that is kind of more feminine or weaker. But really, if you know what that means, it got to do with, mind you, that's old Greek Roman talk, and that's how they played the game back then. You had alpha male, beta males. The beta male is basically the bitch. Basically, the beta male is the man that is not tough and, you know, he's feminine, soft, passive. That is the beta male. But basically, if you break it down to codes, it's like what? The alpha male will be considered the masculine man in a relationship. The beta male will be considered the woman. So I understand we got this saying called alpha male, but you got to understand those are words they play with. Yes, I understand what it means. I know what it means. Meaning, you know, a man's man, a man that's aggressive, a man that's solid. Men that don't play, don't take that shit. Men like that call themselves alpha males. But I'm just trying to tell you, a man is a man, right? And you got to be careful with those words, because when you say alpha male, the other reference to that is beta male, and those represent the different standard of men in a relationship. One has to be the alpha, one has to be the beta, because in a so-called, let's say a so-called gay relationship, one has to be one and one has to be the other, allegedly. But these are certain slogans, and a lot of that alpha male, beta male talk was mostly exploited by Greek fraternities. A lot of people that was in Greek fraternities, they started a lot of that lingo. You know about alphas and kappas, all that shit. Alpha male, shit like that. How many of y'all ever seen that video that was out a long time ago of the fraternity boys doing a ritual where they was passing an egg from one man's mouth to another man's mouth? Well, that's similar with the alpha male, beta male shit. A lot of this shit, man, you got to watch the words you say and watch the spells you put on yourself. But a man is a real man, all right? So you got to understand. But this beta male shit, it was being pushed, and it was trendy. That's why, AKA, it's called mama's boy, all right? Mama's boy, crybaby. Some of them grow up to be beta males. You get it? And some of them grow up to be weirdos and cross-dressers. So you got to understand that, y'all. Or sometimes those beta males or those men that you raise to be extra super soft, sometimes as they get older, somebody might end up bending them over somewhere. You dig? Or they might wind up on their knees. Because they were ushering this whole behavior. That's why a lot of the rappers that got into the game, a lot of the last rappers that came in the past 10 years, a lot of them were willing to sell out willingly. They knew what they was doing. A lot of them willingly sold out. That's why you seen, because you got to remember this, y'all. These are the people that ushered in the Lil Nas X. It's like I seen a picture with Lil Nas X and Kid Cudi. I bet you any amount of money, if you ask Lil Nas X who did he listen to growing up, I bet you he'll tell you Kid Cudi, Kanye West, and a lot of others. That Ryan Leslie, all that movement that was going on, that was part of that whole movement. What else the nigga? I Love McConan. He outright came out and told you he was gay. All of that was a part of a particular movement that was anti-hardcore hip hop, or was like an alternative rap, disguised under backpack rap. But it really was like a lane for rappers that were really into metrosexual behavior. You know, more a little bit, not as much masculine, I'll say. I don't want to offend nobody, but we got to break this shit down. That all of this were mind control programs. So this is why you got grown men still love Kanye and still love niggas like Kid Cudi. And I'm going to show y'all something else. No matter how much money Kanye West got, as you see, he still can't keep a female. And I already brought the questions up. I already did the story on why these particular men that have all this fucking money could do whatever they want in their world, why they can keep anything, buy anything, but they can't keep a woman. Not even a regular woman. Or is it that they really don't want that? Maybe they just feel like the woman is just for the kids in the front and the image. Because I'm pretty sure you could find the baddest chick with a regular job, wife her up, and I'm pretty sure she'll be happy just to sit in that mansion and do it and just be your wife. My point is that ain't the point. That ain't what they want, right? All this shit is a front, but I had to get into it because all this shit played a role in the psyche effect of the children you see now that are running around. We call it the skinny jeans and all of that, but you got to understand all that was created by these people right here. They're the ones who ushered that in. Yes, Jim Jones, a few others, but Jim Jones was selling out back then. All you have to understand, why you think Jim Jones go to fashion show? All you gotta do is understand this. I want y'all to understand this, man. The fashion industry, y'all know who run that. You heard about every fashion designer from Versace to Ralph Lauren to Tommy Hilfiger. Mostly all fashion designers have sugar in their tank. Most of them, not all of them. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you think when you're dealing with fashion, period, you got to understand that the gay community run that. Know that, all right? And they always had their hands in music, rap, and pushing brands. And sometimes it is these companies that say, wear these shorts, wear this shirt, wear this scarf, wear this, we'll pay you. And these rappers, they indulge in the activity for the check. And they wear the clothing. But a lot of times, whether they know or not, they were exploiting these clothes for your children to follow. So this is what started off the skinny jean trend. What started off the tight clothes. Not only the tight clothes, but let's break it down. You got slim jeans and you got skinny. You got the skinny that clutch like woman tights. So tight that the man, it's like he ain't got nothing between his legs. Tight. You know what I'm talking about. And only thing sticking out is his underwear. That's the skinny going too far. Then you have the slim fit. Yes, where it fits slim around certain areas of your pants, but it's still room in them. You dig? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got slim fit and you got skinny fit. But these dudes ushered in that skinny fit, where the clothes grip a man from his thigh to his calf to his thighs. With slim fit, sometimes it's just slim around the bottoms. But this clothes were ushered in basically by the gay community. These are just facts. They control fashion. Was not Versace killed by his gay lover? That's just an example. All I'm talking about, mostly all these brands. Don't get it fucked up. KiD even recently came out and said, he with the shits. So this ain't nothing new, y'all. So understand, there's no need to be homophobic when you've been around this type of people your whole life and you've been wearing their clothes and supporting them. So it ain't about that. It's about how this stuff was marketed to your child. You see this nigga wear eyeliner, all this stupid shit. Well, maybe this is why some of y'all kids started dressing up, because they like Kid Cudi. He did it. It's not wrong with it. See that? Bullshit. Anyway, man, this shit is a fucking lover's quarrel, and that's what it is. All right? We're gonna leave it at that. So yeah, them niggas allegedly got beef, but what the hell is the beef over? Who knows? Maybe it could be just two jealous ass niggas. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But I had to speak on it because this man got bottles thrown at him, and then Kanye West made sure he came on the stage after that with Lil Durk. That's all I'm saying. Bunch of bullshit. I told y'all it's a bunch of bullshit going on. Other than that, this bitch ass nigga Travis Scott had the nerve to come out after 10 kids got killed at his show. He's still showing his face. If I was one of them parents, I'd catch his ass slipping. Dong, 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 nigga. I'd catch his ass slipping if that was one of my kids. Fuck that. Or I'm gonna run your pop. I'm gonna see every time I see you, nigga, I'm gonna rob your ass. Allegedly, if I was somebody's parent that died. Or pardon me, if I was the parent of a child that died at his show, I would catch this nigga every chance I get. That nigga should be scared to come outside. But guess what? A human life ain't worth shit. That's why he felt all he had to do is lay low for about a year. He could come back on stage. And now he with Future, and Future coming out talking about he wants Sierra back. So I just wanted to show y'all how all these niggas are fucking backwards. All of them are pieces of shit. And their whole thing is taking your fucking money. Rolling Loud ticket, $500. So you just time 500 times all these fucking people you see. And then you get a clue. And then you got to count up the hotels that made their money. You got to count up all the restaurants in the area that made their money. These events bring revenues to cities. That's why your city don't give a fuck about your community. Why give a fuck about your community? We can make more money than your whole community in one fucking day. All we got to do is throw an event. Now you see why all across America, all these events keep popping up. All of these festivals. I spoke on recently, LL Cool J throwing a festival. Every time you turn around, it's a fucking festival because the cities now understand we can make more money, tax revenue in one fucking day. And this is what fills the void while a lot of people are unemployed and poor and struggling. Because all these people, guess what? When they come to a city, they got to spend money. When they drive them rental cars to Miami, they got to get gas. All of this shit fuels economies. So yeah, the people in Miami-Dade County and all over might be going through it right now. Hot summer going through it. But the city gonna still make their money when they throw these events. So that's why they keep throwing these events, and they put them high priced on purpose so anybody can't come and you can't afford to bring your kids. So that's what I'm saying. All of them just trying to take your fucking money and finesse your children. That's it. It's over for these niggas. All this shit is falling. I just wanted to give y'all some more fucking proof. I don't care about none of this shit. But that's what's going on. I also spoke on Hyundai Supply in Alabama accused of violating child labor laws. And you got to remember this too, y'all. A lot of these companies are owned by foreign entities. A lot of foreign entities. I'm going to tell you, they played musical chairs. Let me tell you how the fucking game they played. Foreign companies set up shop in America. America set up shop in foreign companies. So when Trump and everybody told you that all the businesses are going overseas, they've been doing that shit for years, and they've been putting the jobs overseas so they ain't got to pay your fucking ass, and you'll struggle. And when these foreign companies come over here, they starting companies and they're not hiring you like that neither. They put other people in it, and they paying you cheaper labor. Why you think Tesla, he got his shit popping off here? But meanwhile, when you go to Detroit, half of the fucking American car companies been shut down. Ford plants got shut down all over fucking America. Do you know how many people in the 80s, 90s was getting paid off of these fucking wares? They was getting $15 an hour back in the 90s and shit. That shit just now touching minimum wage. But a lot of people in America got rich and bought homes off of working at these factories. So when they got smart and wanted to break the community, they shipped all of these shits overseas. That's why, like the joke the other day, when you hit that button, customer service, it says English or Spanish. You hit the English button, when you pick it up, who answers the phone? It's going to be a foreigner. Because that job went overseas. AT&T, Verizon, name them. They all went overseas. They used to be right here. But that's the game they played. All of the American jobs went overseas. All of the foreign companies came over here. And these foreign companies pick and choose who they hire. That's my point. So when I see them, this thing with these children allegedly working at Hyundai, I don't put it past them, because these foreign entities, you do not know who they are. A lot of brands are owned by foreigners in America right now as we speak, but you don't know who's who. Yes, they owned by China. Yes, they owned by Japan, a lot of places, Russia, all of that. So you've been tricked. And a lot of your companies are overseas. This is a fact. Remember, they told us when the war first started in Ukraine that hundreds and hundreds of McDonald's and KFCs and Starbucks closed down. But you ain't think it was a lot of Starbucks and all that shit in Ukraine. You ain't think that, did you? Yeah. A lot of shit over here, over there. So when they talk about this American struggling shit, man, this shit is all by design. And when I spoke on this story earlier, there's something I wanted to talk on before. This was the story that helped me bring out the other story, which was the history of America, of child labor. That shit been going on. Child exploitation been going on in America. It's part of what built this country, y'all. Remember, with all the clothes getting built and made in the factories and all of this shit that was getting done in factories, who you think was doing it? The children. Orphans, basically children from poor parents, runaways. They were put in orphan homes. That's a whole nother special on how many orphans were taken in the early 1800s. That's where you'll see all of this shit started. In the 1800s, the warehouses started booming after slavery. Slavery was shut down. They needed somebody to do the work, and they got kids. This is why to this day, if you're a certain age, you have to get working papers and permission to work. And it is certain laws into play for children. But in the early makings of America, there was no laws in place, and a lot of kids were getting pimped and exploited. See that? And you got to remember, kids were also dying at these jobs. Fingers chopped off, legs chopped off, accidents, children. Because it was a time when children were worth nothing in America, if they were poor. Well, it's kind of coming back to that now. If you're poor with children, I don't want to sound messed up. I just got to be real with y'all. If you're poor with children, you're a target. You're a target right now in America. That's all I'm going to say. But this shit I want to try to see. So to use common sense, if so-called white children were getting snatched up and put to work back then, and And back in these times, these would be considered niggas. See, they were considered poor people. These are the people that lived in the ghettos back in the day. And a lot of your people were living on land straight. That's why, if you know the history of Harlem, things like that, for my people in New York, you always heard the story that the Irish used to live there, the Jewish used to live there, immigrants used to live there, because these are the people that used to be poor and they lived in the ghetto. And then when they got rid of them and got them on their feet, they put you in the ghetto, and you're in the ghetto to this day. But the early America, these people that were in the ghetto, let's remember, some of these children became grown and started their own families, some of them that lived, and now their family are doing good in America because they reap the benefits of America. It was different programs put into play to help certain white people get ahead in society. Yes, it was Reaganomics. But they started out poor and fucked up like everybody else. That's the point I'm making. They all started out fucked up and poor. All right? Don't get it fucked up. This is American history. You see, this is the real Orphan Annie. Now you understand what Annie was about with the orphans. Yeah, this was going on back then. Kids were orphans, getting snatched from kids, homeless, dirty, all type of shit, and they was getting exploited by grown-ups. And guess what? You best believe they were getting molested. They were getting put in mind control programs, all type of shit. This is also the time when they were putting kids in certain groups and brainwashing them, also putting them in certain fraternities and shit when they got older. These are some of the people that got older and got put in fraternities and sororities. That's why I told y'all a while back, you'll notice with a lot of these celebrities, some of them got stories about when they were orphans, when they don't got no parents. How many times you heard that story about them not having no parents? Well, when you don't have no parents, they put you in certain programs and you get groomed and they train you to do whatever they want you to do. The same way back then they were training kids to do this type of work. They were training kids to do work. Same way they train kids now to do work. Some of them now, they're grown, they're doing work in the black community. But a lot of them were groomed and manufactured to do what they do. They were taught when they were younger. America has some of the most programs that work on the mind of people, and they have programs that work. So a lot of these people you see that move around, a lot of them are in fucking programs, all right? That's it. That's why there's weird shit going on. I'm done talking about it. I'm done with it. Y'all catch the replay if you didn't hear it. But my point is, America is drying up right now, y'all. It's slowing up. You already see that. It's nothing to really talk about, but the real business. All of the money is going overseas. All of the jobs going overseas. Everything over here is drying up, going up, and it's nothing but a bunch of fuckery. So I don't know how to water this shit down. I'm just going to tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, either I'm going to pull up and tell you a little something, or I ain't going to pull up at all. I could fuck around and go a week without pulling up. You know why? Because that's how much shit ain't going on for real. So that's why it take me a little bit longer to put these shows together, because, you know, it was a time where I can get the shit done before the night. But sometime at night, ain't nothing going on. I got to wait till the morning for stories or certain information to come out so I can put things together to come with a decent show, because there's really nothing going on, y'all. So that's why you see a lot of this reach and a lot of bullshit. But I had to let you know what was going on, because this rolling loud is the biggest thing going on in America, and it's nothing but a money grab. It's a money snatch, and it's also a big fucking distraction, and it's getting everybody paid. So a lot of people want changes in the world, but guess what? As long as we keep supporting all the fuck shit, it's going to keep going on, because all of them are with the program. That's my point. They all are with the program. That's it. So ain't nothing else to talk about. We done. I also spoke about the woman from DC that smoked her husband because her husband was touching on kids in her daycare. So she took the law into her own hands. Now, I don't know if the information came out when they was on this particular trip in this hotel. Either way, she shot his ass. He not dead. And the woman was 50 years old. And she owned daycares in the DMV area, which is, you know, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, I guess. And her line of daycares were called Kids Castle. And you're also going to see that a lot of business owners are going through it right now. A lot of people was straight before this pandemic, but now since the pandemic happened, a lot of people are just losing their businesses. Shit just fucking up. So that's what's going on with that particular woman. But that was over the children as well. And I also spoke about this particular chick that came out with her pink sauce. The FDA knocked on her door. The Food and Drug Administration knocked on her motherfucking door because she was pumping this pink sauce, $20 a bottle, like $20 bags of cocaine. You dig? Shipping it all across America without the approval, without the official paperwork. And she had misspelled words on the label and misspelled words and bogus information on the nutritional facts. This concoction is fucking milk, vinegar, sunflower seed oil, and a few other things. She just threw some shit together. And like I said, in my opinion, that is motherfucking milk with Nestle Quick in it. Strawberry flavor. Put together with a bunch of other bullshit. You dig? That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? She ain't got no register, and she ain't registered the shit, so we don't know what the fuck in that shit. And she can't sue nobody. You dig? Citric acid, lemon. When the fuck you know lemon juice mixed with milk? All this a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, man, the point of this story is when she was going live promoting her shit, when people knocked right on her door while she was live. To show you that they work how they work and they pull up on you whenever they want to. And maybe if she wasn't charging $20 a bottle, she wouldn't have got dealt with. Heinz don't charge that much. Sweet Baby Ray's. You fucking name a brand. A1 steak sauce. Bitch, who are you? Pardon me, but I got to keep it real. Who are you to come out with a sauce $20? And people fucked up right now. That's all I'm saying. But I want to show you, it ain't about that. It's that she was being greedy. She was being real, real greedy, y'all. And while she was being greedy, she didn't take care of her paperwork. And guess what? She could be getting a whole lot of people sick. You fuck around, get this sauce, and you fuck around, go to the hospital, you get diagnosed, they lie and say you got C19 or some bullshit, all because you had this sauce. And that's another thing too. Y'all should already known that. A lot of people was getting capped, meaning getting allegations put on them of having C19, because once you went to the hospital, that's a bag. So a lot of people had regular sicknesses, regular colds, and sometimes you was getting diagnosed for having C19, allegedly. That's why I said this in the time you want to get sick, but it's the shit like this that get your ass sick. But then again, if you bought it because of the color, that means you got the brain of a peon. So that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And if you paid $20 for it. That ain't no damn lotion. But she came up with a gimmick in a pandemic and the shit worked. So I can't knock her hustle. I'm just saying you should have had your shit in order, baby girl. And you wouldn't have got jacked the fuck up by the food federals or the feds of the food department, the FDA. All right. So we done with that shit. But yeah, if you got a business and your shit popping, man, get your shit legit. Especially if you're dealing with this food shit. If you're dealing with food and shit like that, you got to be careful with that shit. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Keep your hustle going. What up, Rondell? What's up? Good morning. I wasn't watching the chat, but I'm here now. I'm about to run through this chat. Ronald Hawkins, what's up, bro? I see you caught the live. Yeah, she like a usual bug out. People sitting in their house high. She probably high right here with the fucking glasses on. High, got the munchies, putting some shit together in the crib. Because to get the merch don't cost much money. To get the bottles with the name, that don't cost a lot. And she probably, and I'm going to show you how some dumb niggas work. The bottles might have cost her $3, $4, $5 a bottle, so she want to charge $20 to make a profit. She couldn't just make a little quick extra couple dollars on top. No, she got greedy. So the greediness is what got her caught, y'all, honestly. Being fucking greedy. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, in the crib freestyling. Making up shit. Making up fucking labels and fucking concoctions that ain't fat. You would get somebody killed. Like you said, salmonella poison. Somebody be done died one of them sauces. And you ain't official, so they can't sue you. So all you got to do is hide out. Now you got to register that shit. But that's how the shit works. So just let this be a lesson right here, y'all, for anybody that do want to start their business. You can start your own business. Just do it legit. Just do it right. You dig? Yeah, come with a 4-week sick note. Pink sauce sounds witchcrafty to me. Yeah, that's some trickery shit. Yeah, because they know people going to buy shit by the way the shit look. Some bullshit, y'all. Some bullshit. Bullshit. Only a fucking idiot would eat this, which means half the country would. That's a fact. Yeah, because her shit was going viral. She was going viral for a couple of days on TikTok. And I know I said this shit over years ago. I'm gonna show y'all something. You will see when C19 popped off, In the pandemic, TikTok popped off. TikTok popped off in the pandemic. And the main thing they was promoting was food to get people sick. I know about food. I know about high cholesterol. I know about all that shit. That was the whole thing with the keto diet. Do you know how many people got sick from that fucking stupid ass keto diet? Because they were dealing with high cholesterol, high grease, all type of saturation. That shit fucks up your blood, your nose, you can't breathe, you're congested and get you sick. And if you get congested, they was telling people you got C19 because you have a respiratory infection. But that was coming from a lot of that fucked up food they was eating off TikTok. That's why I told you people got to stop following. That's why they told you that TikTok was from a foreign entity. I bet you I watched this shit in real time. The whole time C19 was going on, 2020, 2021, TikTok was promoting fucked up ass food to get people sick. I was showing it to my people. I was like, man, that shit ain't gonna do nothing to get people sick. You'll notice they were promoting a whole lot of food you got to drop in grease. Cheese and grease. Cheese, milk, all that shit gives you congestion. Cheese and milk. I don't fuck with no cow milk, period. And then when I do fuck with cheese, every now and then I fuck with the real cheese. Me personally, I fuck with Swiss cheese, provolone cheese, pepper jack. I don't fuck with that yellow American shit. That shit is fake. It got dye and all type of bullshit. My point is, it's the cheese and the milk sometimes that fucks up your congestion. I'm just being real. Cheese, grease, anything with high cholesterol will clog up your fucking arteries and will put extra mucus and phlegm in your nose, throat, and chest. And everything I just said are symptoms of when you got C19. You can't smell, you can't taste, because you got so much mucus in your fucking head and throat and chest, you can't barely breathe or taste shit. That's how a lot of this shit was getting people sick. Therefore, I knew that TikTok, in my opinion, is a form of fucking warfare, in my opinion, because it's controlled by a foreign entity. Yes, it is fun. Yes, you go viral, but you'll see they were promoting shit to kill your ass. How many things promoted on TikTok where a little girl hung herself? How many people did the crate challenge? Not all of this shit promoted on TikTok is fuckery. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real. And certain people are paid on there to promote this bullshit. TikTok is a warfare. Why you think when they first came out, they were clowning with the white people dancing? Shit like that. It's a whole lot of shit going on with TikTok. But yes, it is a good form of promotion. Yes, it do what it do. I'm not hating on TikTok. You just got to understand, you was told TikTok ain't Twitter, it ain't Facebook, it ain't Snapchat, it ain't none of that. Meaning you can get hacked right now. TikTok and nigga in America, they ain't shit gonna happen. You know why? Because it's controlled by a foreign entity. And when you put TikTok on your fucking phone, guess what? Foreign entities have access to your whole fucking lifestyle. So guess what? Sometimes a lot of people, I know for a fact, it's times your card done got hacked. You done seen shit going on within your account. You don't even know where the fuck it came from. Because guess what? That shit come from certain apps on your phone. They got access to your information. And that's how a lot of people getting fucking hacked, putting these fucking apps on their phone. I'm going to be real, y'all. TikTok is really, really not secured. That is the number one reason why I don't fuck with that shit. I would like to. It's good for promotion. I can put certain things on it, but it's not really worth me compromising all my shit for TikTok. Now, if I do TikTok, I will get like a bogus phone and put it on a bogus phone that I do not use at all. I'm not putting that shit on no device where I got fucking important information. That shit is a hacking device, just to let you know. Why you think when she was live on TikTok, them people knocked on her fucking door? Any app on your phone asks you, do you give me permission to record audio? Do you have permission to your contact, your data, your whole database? You got to give permission to everything. So every app you give have permission to all your phone. Understand that. But they told you stay off of TikTok. When that shit first started, niggas told you TikTok come from China. That's why TikTok blew up when C19 blew up. It was going on at the same time. TikTok popped out heavy during the C19 era. When they told you that C19 was coming from where? Wuhan, allegedly, the same time TikTok blew up. And all they was promoting, they only promoted mostly shit to get you sick or shit that damn near had your kids dead in a room somewhere. TikTok ain't shit, y'all. I'm going to be real with you. Why it's called, that's why I broke all that down before. TikTok. I did a video on that shit over a year ago. TikTok is the timer that's set. TikTok is the app that is set in place to lead everybody to destruction as the clock ticks. And I did a video over a year ago called TikTok, Black People Are Finished. And I was speaking about how TikTok, everything I'm saying right now, how black people got caught up in that TikTok shit, but they don't even know they're the butt of everybody's jokes because the counter and the clock is counting down on black people, wasting all their time doing viral stupid shit, wasting their fucking life away. And when I made that video, it's so much different shit that took place since I made that video. And one day I got to look back at it and go back into it because so much shit has happened since I made that video. The same way on Black History Month, I keep asking the question, are black people becoming history? And I already proved it. We prove it every day that everything happening is really going backwards, not forwards. If I ask you, what would you be doing? What you going to be doing in 2025? You ain't going to have a clue. If I ask you, what about 2030? I just renewed my license. My shit say 2030 on it. And I had to think like, damn, 2030. Damn, is a nigga even gonna make it to 2030? And if I do, what the fuck I'm gonna be doing? I'm thinking like that, 2030. You see what I'm saying? 2030. No, they got everybody going backwards. So a lot of people ain't gonna be here in 2030. That's what all this shit is about. A lot of people not gonna be here, y'all. So I ain't gotta sit here and keep playing with people. You see this shit every fucking day. Motherfuckers are decreasing, losing it. Not only losing their mind, losing their body and soul, losing every fucking thing. People losing their home, cars getting repoed. Man, every day I see cars in the repo truck. Man, people just losing right now. Ain't no gaining. But salute to the people that are gaining. Salute to the people that been sustaining themselves and still being okay and all of this shit. You know why you okay? Because you been had your mind right. People that got their mind right gonna stay straight. That's what all this shit is about. You see, some of us, we get on these platforms for strictly entertainment. Some of y'all be on this platform because it's your life. And you made it your life. Therefore, your life is in fucking shambles. Because you're in the metaverse, which means you're not in the real world. You live within these apps. You live within this fake ass world that been built around you. You got worlds within worlds. You got fake worlds existing within the real world. And everything you see is a stage. It's all performance. That's why when it's all said and done, they get Grammys, Oscars, big checks, shit like that, promotions, raises, because everybody has to participate in this game. You dig? I'm talking about the higher ups that play the game on the low level people. Who's low level? You're only low level if you got a small mind, a peanut brain, ignorant. That's the low level individuals. You heard? It ain't got nothing to do with finances. It's low level because they say what? Poor people make poor decisions. So when you make poor decisions, your ass stay poor. That's it. It's a mentality. Poor is a mentality, y'all. Poor is not just your finances. It's your mentality. We know people get a lot of money, but they make poor decisions and they always broke. This shit is about mindset. That is the warfare, y'all. So if the mind is a weapon and you ain't using your mind, you already lost. That's how they keep winning. So that's why you can't blame nobody for nothing no more, because it's enough information and all type of things out here for everybody to know. That's why the sheep keep getting slaughtered, because they know the sheep are stupid. So when the sheep get slaughtered, that's on you. They can wipe their hands of the shit because you keep making poor decisions. And in America, you're free, but you like to be dumb. And that is your freedom. You have the freedom to be stupid. And a lot of people, you sign up for that shit every day of your life. Then you complain when you fucked up and you ain't getting nowhere. It's because of your poor decisions. And yes, a lot of times you get tricked into these poor decisions, but this was going on, y'all. So I'm going to tell you all this shit simple. Those that can think and be smart and fucking do everything calculated, you're going to keep fucking winning. The same, look, did you not learn how to cross the street when you was young? Common sense tell you don't just walk in the fucking street. You're going to get hit, right? Well, guess what? What you didn't know, a lot of people didn't know, life worked the same way. You got red light, green light. But before you get to the green light, you got the yellow light, the yield. And you have to move accordingly to make it across the street. Or should I say to make it in life, you got to move accordingly. You got to know how to move, when to move, when to do the right things, when not to do nothing. And I wanted to make this point. That's why you'll notice people that's always all over the place, they always in some shit. And I noticed this. People don't like to just chill out sometimes. And I'm talking about gather their thoughts. People don't like to strategize what they want to do with their life. People don't take time out to think, and they always doing the most. So you'll always notice the people that, sometimes they get labeled as being messy. Always the people that's always doing shit always end up in some shit. How many people y'all know in your life? They always in some fucking shit. They always got some shit going on. And all you gotta do is sit back and think, well, then I bet you any amount of money they always doing some shit. Motherfucker want to do everything but just sit the fuck down, at least for a day. I'm talking about, these are people that won't even chill for a little while. They always fucking doing some shit. Now, let me tell you, I do a lot of shit too, but it's times where I fucking don't do shit. That is how I maintain my sanity. You cannot be everywhere doing the most all the fucking time and think you are sane. You're not. You always fucking putting your brain to work. Another thing that causes psychic effects is sleep deprivation. If you don't get the proper rest and you're always doing a lot of shit, you'll start but doing crazy shit. Or always in some shit, or beefing, arguing, you snapping, ready to fight, always in some shit. Man, you just need a fucking nap and take your ass to sleep and chill the fuck out. These are conditions people put on their self. So let's all agree with that. Let's put that back. Busy Lee, what's up? Salute to everybody that's new. Let's all analyze this real quick. How much y'all want to bet? And y'all already know this shit. Most people that's always in some shit, what happened? They always doing some shit, right? Always doing some shit. Motherfucker just got fired. What you get fired for? At the job beefing. Oh, nigga got into a shit at the store. Why you going out to the store? Oh, because the person looked at me or whatever. Some stupid shit. Always in some shit, doing some shit. Motherfucker in an accident now. Or motherfucker always in some shit, y'all. It's certain people, they always gonna do the most. But my point is, you'll see the people that always do the most really don't do nothing. Because they don't take the time to put shit in order. So they do a whole lot of nothing. I used to be like that when I felt like I always had to be doing some shit. You make up shit to run around. Let me go do this. Let me go do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go do that. Then I'm going to go check them. And then I'm going to go do that. You're always doing some shit. And while you're doing that shit around you be fucking up sometime. Or it don't go as planned because you fucking doing too much. You don't understand the science of night and day, work and rest. It is certain dualities in life you have to master and conquer for your life to go smooth. So even people with a lot of fucking problems, guess what? A lot of them put the problems on their fucking self. Because what? You want to be fucking cool with everybody. You want to always be in the mix to everything. You always want to be seen and heard. So you always going to be in some shit. The people that know how to stay the fuck out the way, lay low, chill the fuck out. And when they do come out, they deal with the right people because they strategize. Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with going out, but you have to even strategize how you're going to go out. What I'm going to put on. How I'm going to get there. When I get there, if I drive, where I'm going to park at. What time I'm going to leave. Which way I'm going to leave. You did? You got to strategize everything you do in life. If you don't, anything can happen. That's all I'm saying. So my point is, people that do the most always end up in the most shit and get nothing done in their own personal life. And these are some of the people that want to blame everybody else. That's all I'm saying. So we got a real sickness out here. So my point is also the ones who are doing good. If you're doing good in life right now, you make sure you just don't let anybody come around your heaven. You got to protect your heaven, which is your peace of mind at every cost right now. You can't be indulged with anybody. And guess what? I know a lot of people going to be reaching out. A lot of people need help. Guess what? I'm pretty sure you've been getting people, having people hit you up you ain't spoke to in the longest. You've been having people trying to talk about they checking on you, all type of shit. All they want to do is get in your graces. And the reason why I say that, you'll see these are some of the same people that wasn't checking on you before. But you're going to see in these times we in right now with shit becoming fucked up, everybody want to check on you. Everybody trying to get in where they fit in. And I'm talking about those who ain't having things right now. Those who shit ain't going right. These are the people trying to do the most, trying to wiggle their way into your circle. Trust me when I tell you, man. This was going on. D. Devlin, self-care. That's right. People, look out for yourself. Self clears the mind. That's right. That's right. The fear of missing out. That's right. And guess what? Now the fear of missing life is being put in a certain category or not being in a position where you should be. You're gonna miss out on way more. Because you know what? You wasn't getting your shit done. You wasn't getting your shit in order. Which also is the reason why a lot of people's household fall by the wayside. I mean, just common sense. Most of this domestic violence shit is because a lot of it is because people just not paying attention to each other, embracing certain shit. You know, the man taking a woman for granted, woman taking a man for granted, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of petty things that are really breaking up a lot of shit because people not really dealing with issues. So when you don't deal with the issues, it disrupts everything. And kind of like I said, the people that got issues, you'll notice they always doing everything else, but what? Dealing with their fucking issues. Therefore, their shit it starts to crumble internally. Because we can run from certain things, but the more you run from a problem, it just becomes worse. Kind of like you heard about cancer. They always tell you allegedly it's best to catch it when it's first starting out. That's the same thing with problems in your life or problems, period. You don't address it, sometimes it just get worse. But when I spoke on that story of that woman killing that man, that's another thing we don't talk about a lot. Is a lot of this domestic violence has went to another level. The domestic violence now is actually beyond just, choking and smacking and punching. Is now really going into killing. And a lot of people are killing each other. Not only is the man killing the women are killing the men too. And sometimes the kids are killing one of the parents. This domestic shit is out of control because everything is out of order. We are living in a dysfunctional time right now, y'all. Understand that. This is what it is. It's nothing really to do but beef and fucking wild out. That's it. But, some of us stay away from that shit. But that's really what's going on. Beef, bloodshed, murder, and mayhem, chaos. That's it. And a little bit of rap music in between that. That's it. So, shit, I don't know to tell y'all, man. I'm just telling you, man, keep your shit in order. And don't be letting strangers in your fucking midst. Not right now. You better not. You better not let no stranger in your circle right now. Your ass might end up dead. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. What's good, though, y'all? I'm about to get out of here. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that was here. I had to pull up episode 227, man. I already spoke about this shit. Y'all catch the recap, the replay. Some people say the Kid Cudi and Kanye West beef thing is one thing, but in my opinion, that shit is a fucking lovers quarrel. Like half the beef you see with these rappers are fucking lovers quarrels. Most of that shit is. Men with feeling for other men and shit don't go right, so they get in their feelings. Shit, even Rick Ross and Meek Mill got beef right now. Everybody beefing. Salute, Rondell. What's up, sis? Wax Dog, what up, bro? Zen God, what up, y'all? I'm gonna get out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. Y'all already know we did what it do, and we got it done. Sincere, what's good? All my people here, y'all. We did it again, y'all. Also, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. It's more to come, man. But right now, I ain't gonna lie. I've been reaching with these facts and this truth. But other than that, nigga, ain't shit going on. Niggas reaching for lies and a lot of bullshit. This shit is falling, y'all. I'm gonna be real. We watching a great fall. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we gonna ride this shit till it's over with. So other than that, man, y'all stay in the loop. Y'all stay in tune. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Mr. Funnel Fame. I'm about to get up out of here. Episode 227, and we did it again. And I'm out. 1.